Well, people, here it is. This is legendary. This is groundbreaking. This building here is where I placed my first victim down. Now, I remember it just like yesterday. It was biblical. It was a nursery school. However, I don't know how old you were. It had to be in a nursery school, but it was a nursery school. And I was just beating this kid down. I'm talking beating him down like it was no tomorrow. And in the process of beating him down, I stepped on a Hot Wheel. I don't know if you kids know what a Hot Wheel is, but it was a small toy back in the 70s. So I stepped on a Hot Wheel and I fell backwards and I banged my head. And I think I had to go to the hospital or something like that. I think I split my head open. I'm not sure. Now, I'm sure the kid's parents or dad were like, hey, you beat that kid up. This and that. They misconstrued that as a victory after their kid was on the ground sprawled out, taking a beating of his life. I won the fight. But the bottom line is his parents are probably construed that as a victory. I mean, it's beating some kid down and you step on a Hot Wheel and fall back and crack your head open. So that was my first fight. However old you had to be at nursery school. And a lot of people think, well, that's probably what messed you up by, cracking your head open. No, because before that, my brother had a friend. I think I was like 4 years old, and I smacked him in the head with a Tonka truck. And for you young kids that don't know what a Tonka truck is, it was a reinforced steel truck back in the 70s. Steel truck toy back in the 70s. It was a very, very hard, sturdy truck. And I hit this kid in the head and split his head open pretty bad. See, that was my first altercation. But, yeah, my first fight was in nursery school. And I beat this kid up pretty bad. This is the building it happened at, too. It's like a church now or something like that. The bottom line is, it started early for me. And it hasn't stopped. But like I said, I'm sure that kid's parents like, yeah, he wanted to fight this and that. That guy had to go to the hospital. I mean, if that's what makes you feel better, more power to you. But meanwhile, your son was laying on the ground, covered up in a fetal position, taking a beating from a 4 or 5-year-old. I don't know however old I had to be in that nursery school. It was nursery school, though. I don't know if that's to be pre-romper room or pre-kindergarten. It's pre-kindergarten. So I don't know what age I had to be. I don't know, people. Look, I don't understand. I don't know logistics, but I do know what happened. And I know that was my first fight and my first victim. I don't know the kid's name now. In fact, I don't even remember what he looks like. But I do know one thing. I won. And it was the first of many more to come.